What are you doing? You playing? All right, well, I've got almost all of our beehives in here, and you're wondering, what's going on, Jake? I'm gonna tell you. We've got our old 2 horizontal hives from last year that our bees died in. We do have our 1 horizontal hive at the back of the property that's got our wild swarm in it. We've got 2 new hives right here, and I'm sure we've got some more coming too. So let's get these open, because we've got a week until our bees arrive. Let's go. Today's video is sponsored by KiwiCo, so we're gonna see what they sent us. You ready to open it up, bud?
Yes. Yeah!
Go for it. KiwiCo is defining the future of play by making it engaging, enriching, and seriously fun. Designed to expose kids to concepts in STEAM, science, technology, engineering, art, and math. For ages 5+, kaleidoscope puzzles, air hockey for ages 5+, for ages 2+, mail delivery, strength and hand-eye coordination with fun mail-themed activities. This is super cute. He packs it in his little mail bag, and then he can take it and he can go deliver the mail. Isn't that right? With their Small Today, Big Tomorrow campaign, KiwiCo is teaching the skills of innovation, creativity, and problem solving today in the hopes that kids are equipped to better the world tomorrow.
Looks cool. Look what Ryan made.
All right, now we're over here with Eli and his air hockey crate. So we've got instructions to follow. Let's see what we need to do here. All right, well, the boys got a little air hockey table. We get to see them have some fun here with this project. All right, next point wins. Oh!
5 points.
Is that pretty easy to put together?
Yeah.
This KiwiCo stuff is pretty fun. Lots of things for the kids to learn. It's got everything included, so you don't have to be going to the store to get any of these parts. So be sure to check out kiwico.com/whitehouse for 50% off your first crate of any kind, and just click the link down in the description. Let's get back to work. All right, well, I'm getting these new hives out, and these are not what we've used before, so this should be a lot of fun. In the past, we've used horizontal hives, and we've built them completely ourselves. So this is the first time that I bought hives that I can put together that are everything I need, and all I've got to do is put it together. Now, if you are new to bees or thinking about getting some bees, I highly recommend going this route, because this should be easier to get into. This is more of the traditional route than what we've been doing in the past with our horizontal hives. Those hives have been fun, they've been effective. They've also been a challenge. They've been a challenge because they grow their comb all over the place, and it's really tricky when we go to harvest some honey because the comb goes in all different directions and we don't want to tear up their hive. They also lay all of their brood in the same areas as their honey, and so it can make it tricky when you go to get that honey out. So in this instance, we're going to be using some Langstroth hives, or the traditional American hives. We can get a good feel for different types of hives, we can compare them, and we're looking to have a whole bee yard this year, and so this is the start of it. Let's put this guy together. Oh no. Pretty cool. Box number 1 is done. Now we'll make box number 2. Box number 2 is now done. All right, well, now we have the hive all put together. I need to work on the frames, but this is perfect because I need to start painting these. And yes, some people may say, why aren't you leaving them with this beautiful wood color? We probably would in the past, but right now we've got an idea for our bee yard, and I think you're gonna love it. All right, I've got some of our horizontal hives out here, and I'm bringing out some of our new Langstroth hive parts. I'm going to start painting them. I've got a whole color scheme to this, so you'll see as we go that there'll be some bright and bold colors here, and there'll be a rhyme and a reason to it all when we get done. But for now, I got to paint. When painting your hives, it's a great way to personalize it, to protect it from weather, but just be careful to paint only the exterior of the hive and not the inside of it. Starting hive number 2. Our wild swarm hive is currently painted white. We want to paint that one blue, but we can't paint them while the bees are in it. So we're holding off on that for now. This is going to be our brightest hive of all. Now we are on our last hive of the day. It's going to be a fun one. This one's going to be bright. Eli, what are you doing?
painting.
This is our last horizontal hive that we have to paint tonight, but I'm switching out the lid on this one because on these horizontal hives, they've got a lid just like a normal Langstroth hive where they fit snugly over the top. But in this case, we want to have one that's like a roof, and so it's easy for me to just flip it back and it's out of the way, and I don't have to keep a rock on top of it or something to keep it weighted down. So Eli's painting the lid, and then we'll get this all finished up. Tomorrow we'll be able to put it out into the bee yard. All right, we got all our beehives out here. It's loud. I've got to mow an area, so I've got an area to place all these bees in a line. So I'll do that, and then we'll start putting concrete blocks in. First seven egg of the season. All right, we're at the final stages of our bee area. We've got the beehives over here, and we've got some concrete blocks, but I need to make an area where I can have a line of them. So I've got some ideas for keeping them protected over winter, building some kind of shelter over them. I'm gonna work on that probably later in the year. For now, I'm gonna give them a level area to put each box, and we'll start to bring this together. The final step of the day is gonna be to grab the wild swarm hive 200 feet over this way and bring it up here as well, so they don't give you too hard of a time for moving them around. When we get started, I'm giving them a flat area here to work. Perfect size for the baseboard on the Langstroth hive. Get this one all set. All right, we've got one hive in place, and now I just got about 4 or 5 others to get right next to him here. Putting our bottom board on. I'm gonna put both boxes on for now, but we use the second box as like an expander. So what do you think so far of our bee yard?
It's looking really good.
Are you happy with me that we're digging these holes to put these cinder blocks in?
No, I'm not.
It's now time to move the wild swarm hive, and the wind was so rough. Here, let me show you. Once I get my bee suit on, we're getting ready to move our wild swarm hive that's right over here. We don't see. So could we move them safely without disturbing them, without messing up what they had built? And are they still alive? Because we haven't seen them in a few weeks since we last checked them. So now it's time to move the hive to the apiary, and we can check on how the bees are doing. Have you seen anybody come out yet?
Nope.
Last September, if I tried to move this hive of bees would have attacked me, they would have swarmed me, they would have not quit messing with me. And so I definitely was worried moving this that I would disrupt them and then they would be angry again and attack me, but we switched the queen out, so this is a much calmer queen now. So we weren't as worried about that, but now we weren't seeing any bees come out. Were they okay? Were they still alive? Would they make it till spring? I'm gonna keep slipping.
Sit down a little bit.
I'm almost there. Come on. Come on.
You want to set it on the center blocks?
No. Oh, no. Not the light. Now, we were going to paint this hive blue, so it goes with our red, orange, yellow, green, blue. But it's supposed to be live bees in here. We just checked on them about 3 weeks ago, so we didn't want to mess with them. But now we're going to have to find out if they are alive and if they're in here. All right, looking for a little bit of life, see if there's any signs of bees in here.
Oh yeah, there are them.
All right. Good news, we got some bees. A whole bunch of them. Now it's super easy to see the queen these days because of the blue dot on her. she is. There's our queen, blue sky. They're looking good, but resources are looking really low.
Maybe put some sugar water out for them.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna get some sugar water for them and some pollen so they can keep on working until stuff starts growing. So we started our bee yard at the back of the property, so we had plenty of room to expand it over the years. We're still gonna have bees in other parts of the yard, especially in the garden. So what do you guys think of our beehives?
Great.
Which one's your favorite?
Whoa.
Yeah, your favorite one's the yellow. Stand by your yellow one. You excited to put some bees in here this week?
Yes.
Yeah. Your favorite one's the red one, huh?
Yeah.
Good choice. What about you, Mom?
I'll take the green one.
Green one. I guess that leaves me the orange or the soon-to-be blue one. So this will be fun to see a comparison between a standard American hive, the Langstroth hive, and our horizontal hives here when we get bees at the end of the week. And then we also have a few surprises coming for you. A new hive, possibly for the garden, maybe for the aviary. What do you think of the bee yard?
I think it looks great. I'm excited to see how it turns out.
So thanks for hanging out with me, guys, as we painted some hives, built some new hives, got our apiary all ready for bees this year that are coming in less than a week. I'm really excited. Isaiah, which one's your favorite? The red one and the yellow one. You like the yellow one? Good choice. Yeah. Oh, and then the orange one, and back to the red one. Yeah, the yellow one and the green one. Oh, there's bees in there.
Which one?
Just a little friendly bee. Don't go into my suit.